Hello, I am out here on my deck getting ready to plan out my 2026 vision board. It's the end of January. It's not too late to still make one. Even if you're watching this months after or however long after, you can still make a vision board at any time. I used to make vision boards every year, and so many of the things that I would put on them would come to fruition and would manifest. But the last couple of years were really tough emotionally, and I didn't make vision boards because of that, because I didn't even know what I wanted. Although I'm feeling better, I still have this lingering heaviness, definitely in part to just everything going on in the world. 2020, I also, as many of us did, had this heaviness, and I kind of pulled back and held everything in and just was in like a freeze state, and I don't want to get into a freeze state again. Whenever I watch zombie movies, I'm like, I would not make it because I would freeze. I don't want to freeze anymore. And so it is okay and actually needed for us to still focus on taking care of ourselves and dreaming up what we want for our lives. I feel like a lot of people who make vision board videos have this optimistic, excited, make moves kind of energy, and I am not in that energy. I am more in the energy of let's slowly do this. One of the reasons I've been procrastinating filming this video and pretty much any video I try to sit down and film is because of all the steps it takes. You have to come up with an idea, how you're gonna film it, what you're gonna say. Then there's actual filming, and then you have to organize all the clips, and then you have to edit the video, and then you have to make a thumbnail. Like, there's just so many steps to it. Same goes with making a vision board. For me, if I'm already like kind of in one of those freeze states, it's hard when there are many steps to a process. So I'm taking this one step at a time. Right now, my only step is to make a list of the things that I want for my life. Oh, there's Charlie. Come here, buddy. You buddy, I love you so much. And my list is done. This was a lot more emotionally taxing than you would think it would be. You know, when you haven't had solid goals in a long time, and some of those goals are things you once had, just like all the thoughts that pop up around that was a lot. And there were thoughts about, how am I supposed to do this? Or I had it once, it's gone. How am I supposed to get it back? It's gonna be a lot of work to get there. Do I have the energy for something that is a lot of work? But then it's like, does it have to be a lot of work? Can it still happen where it doesn't feel like I'm like squeezing every ounce of energy out of me? Anyway, just writing this list down was a lot. Like I said, that is an ADHD trait. Like, if you have something you've been resisting doing and you finally do it, even if it wasn't necessarily that difficult per se, it feels like emotionally kind of difficult. Checking it off feels like, oh, I have nothing else to give. I do want to gather all of my images for my vision board tonight. I'm not gonna make the vision board tonight. That would be way too much for me. I want to at least gather the images. Also, look at my cats. Look at this guy and this girl. And then we got Oliver. I'm taking a break. I'm heading to Walmart right now to get my poster board. Not that I need it today, but I just needed to get out of the house and reset my energy. But I'm gonna pick up a poster board and then gather my images and most likely make my board tomorrow. This is the size I got for my last vision board. I wish I could do one a little bit smaller, but anything smaller isn't thick foam board. So I'm gonna go with this. I hate filming in public. This is horrible. It is 2 days later and I've made progress on the vision board. I haven't actually made it, but I've taken the steps to be able to actually make it tonight. And so far, what I've done in the last couple days after I got back from Walmart, I went on Pinterest and made a board and pinned all of the images and quotes and things that went with all the things that I wrote on my list. I do have a lot of images here. These will not all be going on my board, but I like to have a wide variety of things to choose from. Not gonna lie, this part of the process alone took me hours. And as I mentioned, when things are lengthy and like there's multiple parts to the process and there's a lot of mental and emotional energy, and for me, this is a lot of mental and emotional energy after, feeling off the last couple of years. So I had a block and resistance to doing this, but as I did it, I enjoyed it and I started getting excited and open to the possibilities and really stepping into that vision. So if you feel resistance to setting goals and doing all of this, I just recommend trying. Just go on Pinterest, look at things, get excited. It's like when you have that visual, it brings it to life even more versus just having the idea as a concept in your mind and it feels super distant. This is a step to actually putting energy towards the things that you want. And I feel that. So I did that. And then yesterday, I then took them into Canva and put them into this kind of collage format. This is not meant to be aesthetic. The whole reason that I do this is just to get the sizing right and to make it easier for printing. So I'll print all of these out and then cut the images out to put on my vision board. I also edited up a few things. Like this is a screenshot of my Instagram and I edited it to say 123.4 thousand followers. Here's a screenshot of part of my YouTube channel and I put the views up very high. 1.8 million for that one, 297,000 views for that one. And I also made custom new thumbnails. Like this one says, getting my life together before 2027, because in December I did this video, but for 2026. And this one says, I lost 30 plus pounds this year. I also changed out the titles just to really help with that visual. And once again, that part of the process took multiple hours, but again, it was kind of fun, like crafty. And we have a bit of an inconvenience. I tried printing out on my parents' printer and I think the ink is old or running out or something like that. So I think I'm gonna have to head back to Walmart today and print there. I just got to Walmart and here's your reminder, because I know someone needs it if they're doing this too. Remember to save all of your images to your phone. And that Walmart does not have a printing center, so Walgreens. Oh my gosh. And Walgreens printer apparently oftentimes has issues with iPhones, so it didn't work. What I usually would do would be to save it on my phone and then also as backup save it onto an SD card and bring that card with me. I did not do that this time because I figured by 2026 it would be accessible to print at a printing station from an iPhone. So, gonna try to figure this out.
Thank you for calling your local Walmart. We're open daily.
There's another Walmart.
This call and your voice, maybe. Walmart Photo Center, how may I help you?
Hi, so you guys have a printing area there?
Yes.
And is that only for photos or can it be printed out on normal paper?
Nope, I only do photo paper.
Okay. All right, well, thank you. Okay, the only option is to go home, get the photos on a SD card, back to Walgreens, and it can print on regular paper at Walgreens. It's a little irritating, but that's what we gotta do. You only fail if you give up trying. It's the next day, and I decided to just wait to print the images out because I had to take my dog to the groomer early this morning, and I did not feel like staying up late making my vision board, and I don't know, I feel like it would have felt rushed, and I would rather make it in good energy. So I'm about to go in, pick up my dog, and then I'll stop by, print the images out. I brought them in different formats on an SD card, so it should all work today, fingers crossed. Charlie, look at you. Come on, buddy. Oh, you're so handsome. Charlie, sit. Let me see you. Look at that booty. You're so cute. Charlie hates car rides. He gets car sick. Well, he gets drooly. So handsome. He's already starting to drool because he gets car anxiety. Oh. If anyone knows how to help dogs who have car anxiety, let me know. He's just real stressed about car rides. I'm so sorry, Woody. Look at those drips. All right. Wish me luck. That was a whole nother fiasco, but we have the goods. Center. I'm home, and I swear the resistance that I've had in making a vision board manifested in the printing process. You know what happened yesterday, and then today I go in with my SD card, came prepared SD card, put it in the system, and it's loading for, like, no joke, 20 minutes before I get an error message. Luckily, I had my laptop in my car, so I went out to my car, realized I have like 3,000 files, and so I go and delete all the excess stuff. Then I go back in, and it finally worked. But I get the prints and notice the ink smudged on multiple pages. Do you see that? What the heck? Luckily, I caught it before I left the store and they reprinted it for me right here. It worked. But there were so many obstacles. I swear, again, it's like the manifestation of the resistance showing up in this way. And for the next part of the process, I'm gonna take my images and cut them out. You don't have to have one of these things, but my mom had this, so why not? And let's time this. I'm starting at 3:43. How long do you think it's gonna take? Finishing at 4:34. What was that, like 50 minutes? But I have them cut. The only thing is, as I was cutting them, I'm like, did I resize them too small? I hope there's enough. And I realized one of the pages didn't print. I'm going to try to put my board together and see if it still flows. I feel like this video is not making anyone inspired to make a vision board because of all the difficulties I keep having. As I'm mapping it out, I still have, you know, a good amount of pictures, so this might actually work. And this is also always a step that I do before I just start gluing things down. I organize it and arrange it, and I make sure everything is placed where I'd like it before I glue all the pieces down. And I do it in sections. So right now I have the top section being travel, I'm having business goals and things here, YouTube and social media goals here, we have health and fitness, I'm gonna have home life, so this might work. Oh gosh, my cat's climbing the ladder. Theodore, you can't be climbing all over my stuff, please. Oh my gosh, I think I made it work. These are not glued down yet, but it fits. I want you to notice collaborating with brands. I want to get sponsorships. Well, while I was organizing this, I checked Instagram and got this DM. An offer from a pet brand for a paid partnership. If you didn't know, I have 4 cats that were strays that I took in last year, and I shared about it all on my Instagram, and those videos, like a lot of them went viral. So this is very aligned, and I have only done a couple of paid Instagram sponsorships ever. The fact that I was just making this board, put that on there, and just got that message. I haven't even glued the things down yet. And now for the final step. Oh yes, and do not forget to get glue. I finished this last night, but I needed to give myself a breather before filming the ending of this video because, again, after I do like a big long multi-step project, like it feels like I just finished running a marathon. Not in the yay endorphins kind of way, but in the oh my gosh, that was a lot kind of a way. And I actually looked it up. It's a big symptom of when you have ADHD and have gone through burnout. I'm through the tough period, but my nervous system is still like healing from feeling like doing things is a threat. Like it's a threat to take action and do things because it could potentially lead to more burnout. But I am happy I did it. Let me show you some of the things that I put on my 2026 vision board. I have my travel section, which I put on my vision board every year. In the center of my board, it's all about social media. I printed out photos of analytics, channel analytics with a lot of views, as well as high payments through the YouTube partner program. We have my money section. This right here says I make $10,000 a month with ease, and $100,000 is coming. We have my home section. I want to continue living in my tiny house. The thing about my house is I just really want to keep it clean and organized. I've already started tidying every single night, but I really want to be on top of it feeling like pristine and clean because I need things to be clean or I am going crazy. And then over here, we're getting into more of the mental health stuff. So less time consuming, more time creating. If I spent the time that I was looking at social media and instead created for it, maybe I could make this social media comeback era happen. Going to therapy is cool. I want to find a therapist. I think everyone could use therapy. One of the biggest goals is my fitness goals. I want to get back to 125. I want to be toned. And the very last thing on my vision board that I also feel is the least desirable thing for me, but I still wanted to put it on there, is I am open to meet my soulmate. There's this big part of me that's like, I don't want that right now. I want it someday in the future. So I feel like putting I'm open to it, I'm open to meet my soulmate, for me kind of starts just helping me open up to the thought of it with someone. So that's my vision board. And I know there's probably other people out there who like have goals, but you feel this resistance or this exhaustion, or they're like, the world's too scary to think about goals and plans. And even though there were hiccups into creating this board and headaches and just like frustration, I feel like that in itself for me was a lesson, because yes, things will come and happen when you're in flow and like in that momentum, but also some of the things that we want will have hiccups and will feel difficult and have multi-steps. It's still important to not give up and to push through and still do it. I almost didn't make a vision board because I'm like, it's gonna be so many steps and I don't have the energy for it, and like frustration, but I did it and I'm happy that I did it. And again, those bug. But again, those things that I want, they will come with steps and frustration. And the only way we're gonna have those things happen is to take action. Some things seem to come to you, but even when they come to you, there are steps to actually do them. Like that DM I got about that sponsorship opportunity. I already have not responded yes, because it's like, oh, another step. Like, how much do I say I should ask for? You know, all those things. I haven't done that yet. So that opportunity came. I need to follow up to take the actions to do it. So I don't know if anyone's been in this space. If you are, I feel you. I am going to commit to continue to take steps and do the things, even if things take longer, or if it's a big multi-step process. Like it takes me 4 days or however long it took to complete. Like I didn't just do this in one day. I let it take more days than I thought it would take, but I still got it done and I'm happy that I did. So if you can relate to any of that, let me know in the comments. What are the things that you want this year, and what are the thoughts that are getting in your way? Because truly, it's the thoughts and the discomfort in the way you feel. That's the only thing that's really holding us back from a lot of the things that we want. And if you haven't yet, subscribe, because I will be sharing my life. And as these things unfold, you best believe I will be reporting back. I've made vision boards many years. I know there will be things on here that are gonna happen, because every time I make a vision board, things happen. Maybe not everything, but a lot of things happen. I made it. I hope you make one too. This is your sign to make a vision board. All right, bye.